Well, right now, somewhere in southern Maine, my mom is very jealous of me because I'm sitting here next to Mr. Pat Boone, legendary Pat Boone. Pat, welcome to the program.
Southern Maine.
Southern Maine.
Man, that's pretty far north.
That's pretty far north.
Even southern Maine.
I'm also joined by Mr. Michael Janot. He is the president of the company. The company is called Pat Boone All-American Meats. Michael, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Don.
Glad to have you here. Tell us about Pat Boone All-American Meats, Mike.
Well, we are an iconic branded food business based on the name and likeness of Pat Boone. And our products are direct-to-consumer, premium, mail-order steaks at this point. And we anticipate expanding the product line into other products in the future. Our brand is based around giving back, which is very consistent with Pat and the way he's operated through his life. In that 5% of every purchase is donated to the Pat Boone Foundation and goes to fighting world hunger.
Well, Pat, I'm sure this, is something many people have asked you the same question, but I can't even imagine that you would attach your legendary name to anything that you didn't really believe in.
That's always been my MO. I can't be a spokesman for anything that I don't use myself and that I don't believe in, and that I haven't sort of checked out to see if it's everything we claim. So when these guys came and they had already a profitable meat packing business, but they wanted to expand. And they had the idea, which appealed to me instantly, of a Paul Newman approach, which was giving charitably to people who bought those food products. And there is one of the world's premier the hunger relief organization, Mercy Corps, that began in our home some 30 years ago. It's a $250 million annual budget enterprise now that feeds the hungry all over the world in the worst crisis spots there are. And so when they said, we want you to be the spokesperson and the image for this meat company, and it will expand into other products, but we will be giving significantly to whatever charities we decide on. I said, can they be feeding the hungry? Can I eat a steak, a wonderful steak, knowing I'm feeding 25 people food to keep them alive in the same operation? Yes, we can do that. So we formed the company, and it's off to a great start. And we'll be working with many companies, not-for-profit companies mainly, that will promote our steak products, knowing they are the best choice, USDA choice and prime, the very best. And that they will profit in their charity because from every purchase they engender, because they've told people about our meat company, so they benefit. Meanwhile, we do our own giving in addition to that. We're just keeping enough to keep the company going and growing.
Well, now, Michael, now he's just put an enormous amount of pressure on you, because this next question has to do with the product itself, because obviously with the amount of charitable giving that you're planning as part of the operation, none of that can happen if thousands and hundreds of thousands of people aren't buying your steaks. And they're not going to buy your steaks unless, of course, it is the kind of quality that Pat's talking about. Tell us about the quality of your steaks.
Well, that's exactly right. That's an excellent question, an excellent point that Pat, when we designed this project, we knew we needed to be consistent with Pat's value set, which is consistency, value, and honoring those traditional American values. The product is sourced from the #1 meat purveyor in the country. We've used a scientific approach to developing a proprietary specification that's unique to Pat Boone All-American Meats. It ensures we have tender product that's consistently delivered. We have an aging protocol and use the best technology to make sure consumers get a consistent eating experience every time. And anecdotal evidence to date suggests that we're delivering on that. We've had tremendous feedback with those posting comments and calling in and telling us how great the steaks were. And I think a few of Pat's celebrity friends have even tried the steaks. And
yes, they have.
And have had good feedback as well.
We had a big dinner, a big lunch here today. Several hundred investor people looking at our company and so on. And I could tell the way their heads were down and they were really eating so earnestly that they were enjoying these steaks. And I had heard several of our customers say, that meat was so tender, I cut my filet with a spoon.
Wow.
I don't know why, But I thought, I'm going to try that. So I took a spoon today and cut right down through this tender, medium rare filet, and I ate it with a spoon. Now, that is tender, and there wasn't one piece of that filet or any of our cuts of meat that's sort of throwaway. You know, often you order steaks and you cut off maybe a third of it because it's not really the meat itself.
Exactly.
And you might try to eat it, and then you maybe surreptitiously put it over on the side. This, every morsel is just tender, delicious. It's the best. So the feedback, as we said, is coming back from a billionaire who was given one of our gift cards before Christmas. He ordered 150 for all of his associates and friends. They can afford anything. And by Christmas, they were all reporting back, these are the best steaks we ever ate. Where did you get these? And he tells them. And so now he and all of his associates are regular customers because you're just not going to find any. You can't buy any anywhere that are better.
Well, it's a credit. Michael, people want to know more about Pat Boone All-American Meats. Where can they go?
The best place is go to our website, www.patboonemeats.com. You can get a wide array of information there. Our phone number's on there as well. You could call 1-866-400-9507. And we have customer service agents that are waiting there. If you have business inquiries, you can contact the business link on our website as well and get in touch with the appropriate person.
Pat Boone, All-American Meats, Michael Gano, and of course the legendary Pat Boone. Really appreciate you being on the program. Gentlemen, best of success with this, but I know it's going to be a winner.
It looks that way. Thanks.
Take care.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate it.